Guys, welcome back to Little Chef's Quest. Today is the day one of my 9-day culinary journey across France, and we're kicking things off in Lyon, one of the true food capitals of the world. My first taste of French food was at Les Halles Bocuse. We walked around and sampled saucisson de Lyon, olives, cheese, and pâte en croûte. This market pays its respect to Monsieur Paul Bocuse, who put French food from Lyon on the culinary map. I had my first big meal at a cozy little bouchon called Le Petit Glouton, tucked away in Ville-Lyon. We each ordered from the menu Lyonnais to try local classic recipes. This one was cervelle de canut, fromage blanc aux herbes et ail. This was my mom's dish. So we started strong. It was a cervelle canut with a creamy white cheese mixed with herbs and garlic. I'm giving this one a 4.5 out of 5. Super rich, really flavorful, and surprisingly smooth. The second dish was saucisson chaud, sauce au vin rouge, et patates dauphinoise. So next up, it was saucisson chaud in a red wine sauce with dauphinoise potatoes. This one kind of let me down. The wine sauce was way too strong, and the sauce itself was dry. Gave it a 3 out of 5. The third dish was foie de volaille et salade. So then came my dad's dish, foie de volaille and a fresh salad. And let me tell you, amazing. It gave me a kind of peri peri chicken vibe. It was probably a solid 4 out of 5. Then the fourth dish was the patate dauphinoise, salad and shrimp. I also tried the dauphinoise potatoes and the shrimp casserole, kind of a rustic combo, but it worked. Give that one a 3.8. Really balanced flavors. The fifth dish was a fromage de vache with vinaigre. So next up, it was a cow's cheese with vinegar, super creamy and soft. Amazing with bread, 3.8 out of 5. Then it was the saucisson chaud de Lyon with the salad. So it was my own appetizer, and it was a Lyonnaise classic, a saucisson and salad. Delicious, rich, perfect with mustard. Might have underrated it with a 3 out of 5, honestly. Then came the andouillette. This one was tough. The texture kind of weird for me. The inside had this mustard taste and a rough bite that I couldn't get really past. A 2.5 out of 5. Then there was my pancake with sugar and lemon. It was incredible. Superb. Sweet, bright, not too heavy, a nice finish at 4 out of 5. So that was day one of my culinary adventure, a full-on bouchon experiment at Le Petit Glouton in Lyon. Some real hits, a few misses, but overall a great start to tasting the soul of French food. Day two of my culinary adventure through France started slow and sweet with a classic chocolate bread for breakfast. Flaky, warm, melty chocolate inside. Honestly amazing. No better way to start the day. Lunch was ice cream at Les Adelices in Vieux-Lyon. My mom had a rhubarb, apricot, and raspberry gelato with chantilly cream and raspberry coulis. I ordered the passion fruit blood orange and pomelo with chantilly cream and passion fruit coulis. This was the perfect way to cool down on a very hot 40-degree day. For supper, we hit La Brasserie Georges, one of Lyon's legendary brasseries, and the energy in that place is something else. So the first dishes, my parents ordered the steak tartare, and the coolest part, they made it right in front of us. We're talking about black pepper, sunflower oil, egg yolk, Worcestershire, capers, pickles, onion, parsley, mustard, all chopped and blended right in front of us. It was like watching a chef's performance. They gave it a solid 4.5 out of 5. Then it came my dish. I went for something bold, boudin. Blood pudding with sauce made from carrot, tomato, and shallots, plus buttery polenta. This was hands down a 5 out of 5 dish. Rich, deep flavors, perfect balance with the sweet root veggie sauce. Honestly, one of the best things I've eaten in France so far. Then came my dessert and a milestone. It was my very first creme brulee, a mix of sugar, cream, butter, egg yolk, and vanilla. You know that perfect crack on top? Yeah, it had that. Smooth, rich, sweet, but not too sweet. This was a real delicacy. Another 5 out of 5, no question. My mom ordered the coffee ice cream sundae. Coffee later with coffee ice cream, chantilly cream, and a drizzle of chocolate. 5 out of 5. So that wraps up day two, tartare at the table, both flavors of boudin and a cream brulee I'll probably remember forever. Lyon keeps providing why it's the food capital of France. For day three, for lunch, we stopped at Le Bistro Vorace and ordered two of their big salads, the salad César Vorace and salad supreme. So the salad Vorace had lettuce, chicken, eggs, and a vinaigrette. It tasted okay, but honestly a bit underwhelming. 2.5 stars from me. Not bad, just kind of disappointing. Then it was my mom's dish, the salad supreme. It was carrots, shrimp, orange, pecan nuts with caramel lettuce sauce. Incredible. A 3.5 out of 10. My dad went with the salad supreme also, and it was a shrimp, carrot, orange, lettuce, and caramelized pecan. She loved it, gave it a solid 4 stars. Said the mix of texture really worked. Then dinner was at the Splendid Lion. Kind of a mouthful to say, but the food made up for it. I had the salmon tartare with mango and passion fruit. It was refreshing and light, almost too light. I tasted good, don't get me wrong, but it wanted more depth. Gave it a 3.8 out of 5. Then, my mom's dish was the beef tartare. It had Dijon, eggs, chives, Worcestershire, and Tabasco. She was blown away, said it had deep, rich flavor, a full-on 5-star experience. 5 out of 5, no doubt. Then my dad had the eggplant and pork dish. Aubergine, salami, capers, pork, celeries, carrots, onions, bell peppers. My dad tried this bold rustic dish, and it was packed with flavors. He gave it a strong 4.3 stars out of 5. Said it was hearty and full of character. Then I had the sablé breton, a shortbread, fresh cream, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, hazelnut, and chocolate. It was exquisite. Perfect texture, sweet and tart balance, creamy and crunchy all in one bite. No hesitation, 5 out of 5, a perfect dessert. Day 3 ended on a high note. Started light, ended strong, and that sablé breton, I'm still thinking about it. Day 4 of the trip, and today was all about fresh, vibrant flavors. We traveled from Lyon to Provence and stopped in the village of Gourd for lunch. We started up at L'Ardoise Pizza, and the place was incredible. You could see the fire oven, it was super cool. Then we took a margherita pizza, and honestly, it was incredible. The crust was perfect and crispy with just the right amount of chew. The tomato sauce and mozzarella sang together in every bite. I'm giving this a solid 4 out of 5. My mom had the tarte provençale, luscious crisp like tart with fresh local vegetables. Mom gave it a 4 out of 5, was missing a bit of salt. My dad had the French macaroni and cheese, topped with brie, rich and delicious. Then we went to la Maison des Acres. I had the burrata au melon. It was basically a melon juice soup topped with creamy burrata, cheese, and a little salad. It was good, smooth, and refreshing. I think it could have used a little bit less salad to really let the flavor shine, but still a solid 4 out of 5. Then, for dessert, I had the pineapple gazpacho with bushberry gelato. It was a surprise hit, a gazpacho with a scoop of bushberry gelato on top. The sweet and tart mix was amazing, totally unexpected, but so delicious. Just want to get a perfect 5 stars from me. My mom had the risotto, fresh white fish, mint and curd, pickled zucchini, absolutely light and refreshing. 5 out of 5 from my mom. And day 4 was a reminder that sometimes the freshest, simplest dishes are the most memorable. Day 5 in France, and this morning we explored the market in Apt. I tried lavender meringue and it was so floral and delicious. So then for supper in France, and today we stopped to the village of Goult at Le Goultois for some classic hearty dishes. I went for the rib steak and fries, and honestly, it was amazing. Juicy, perfect cooked with crispy fries on the side. This one gets a 4.5 out of 5. Just incredible. Then my mom tried the Italian tartare with aubergine, courgette, meat, egg, spices, parmesan, fries, and salad. It wasn't her favorite, honestly, gave it a 3 out of 5. My dad took the burrata salad. My dad ordered the burrata salad and it had lettuce, tomato, squash, anchovies, radishes, zucchini, pumpkin, and sunflower seeds, and artichokes. He really enjoyed it, a solid 3.8. Day 6, we traveled from Provence to Nice and stopped at the market in Ile-sur-la-Sorgue for a few hours before hitting the highway. After checking into our hotel, we headed out on foot to explore Nice and find a classic restaurant with la bonne nourriture niçoise. We stumbled upon the restaurant Le Maquis and ordered the menu niçoise. My appetizer was the pissaladière, an onion tart with anchovies and olives. This was amazing. There are no other words to describe it. It was a 5 out of 5. My main was a traditional beef stew with homemade gnocchi, hearty and delicious. My final dessert was a traditional millefeuille, two flaky pastries sandwiched with a delightful hazelnut cream drizzled with caramel and fresh hazelnut on the side. It was a 5 out of 5. Incredible. The taste was wow. My mom ordered the gnocchi pesto. Oh, handmade gnocchi with French pesto, tomatoes, and parmesan. She rated it a 4.5 out of 5. She rated it a 4.5 out of 5. My dad ordered the bouillabaisse, a traditional Niçoise fish soup, for his appetizer and a seafood special for his main. He said that it was incredible. Day 7 took us to Villefranche-sur-Mer, a stunning hilltop village on the French Riviera, and the food today was simple, refreshing, and full of Mediterranean flavor. We kicked things off with a granita, a fruity slushy, and seriously one of the best ways to beat the heat. Super vivid fruit flavors, cold and refreshing. A solid 4 out of 5. For lunch, we stopped at Lou Bentry, a nice little spot near the water. My mom had a classic salad niçoise with tomatoes, anchovies, eggs, radishes, red peppers, celery, and thyme. She thought it was alright, fresh but not super exciting. Gave it a 3 out of 5. For my dish, I had a salad perigueux, a lettuce, artichoke, fried chicken, tomato vinaigrette salad. I went for the salad perigueux because it looked very nice. It had a nice mix of neck textures, but nothing really stood out. Another 3 out of 5 from me. My dad had the mussel casserole. So it had mussels, tomatoes, anchovies, basil, pepper, and fries. My dad had the best dish of the table, a pot of mussels with tomatoes and anchovies, basic black pepper, and a set of fries. He said the flavor come together really well and the mussels were fresh and perfectly cooked. He gave it a 4.3 out of 5. Villefranche was more about the experience than anything too fancy and food-wise, but still that granito and those mussels definitely stood out. Then the metro brought us back to Nice, where we found one of the best pizza spots on the trip, L'Écurie. The place does wood-fired pizza, and right away we knew it was going to be good. My mom took the Regina pizza, so it had a classic combo of prosciutto, mushrooms, tomato sauce, and mozzarella. She gave it a perfect 5 stars. Flavor, texture, crust, all on point. I took the Julian pizza. It had raw and cooked ham, tomatoes, and mozzarella. And yeah, it was amazing. One of those pizza where every bite is satisfying. Another 5 out of 5 for me. My dad had the margarita pizza. It had basil, olives, tomatoes, mozzarella. It was nearly perfect. Light flavor, nice balance, but one thing threw it off a little. They left the olives whole with the pitch, which kind of messed with the texture. Still, it was great, just not quite a 5. 4.9 out of 5. Le Curie was definitely a pizza winner and one of the best dinners we've had in this so far. Day 9, the final day of this amazing French food adventure. We started off in style at the Negresco, one of the most beautiful places we visited. The vibe just incredible. I ordered the Mediterranean Shower, a non-alcoholic cocktail made with grapefruit, lime, and orgeat, all whipped into this light, crusty emulsion. It was super good, refreshing, and balanced. 5 stars for sure. My mom had a citrus gin, made it with Monaco citrus gin, Fever-Tree Mediterranean tonic, water, and a slice of orange. She loved it. Also a 5 out of 5. My dad had some absinthe. It was strong and definitely not for everyone. He gave it a 3.1 out of 5. Interesting, but a bit too much. After drinks, we headed to Aqua e Farina in Nice for our final meal. I had La Nonna pizza with sausage, truffle mushroom cream, and smoked mozzarella. It sounded amazing, but the flavors didn't totally come together for me. Still decent, but I gave it a 3 out of 5 for me. My parents loved my pizza. They appreciated the truffle cream more than I did. Then my mom had the filetto pizza. It had arugula, cherry tomatoes, mozzarella, prosciutto, and she really liked it. A 4.8 stars. My dad got some fried anchovies, simple but tasty. He gave them a 3.8. Then came the dessert, and wow, they ended this trip on a high note. I had the lemon sorbet. It was a carved lemon filled with sorbet. It had they hollowed it out, made sorbet from the inside, and then refilled it. Refreshing, clever, and totally delicious. 5 stars. Then my mom had the caprese cake, chocolate almond and vanilla cake. My mom had the caprese cake, and it melted in the mouth almost like a brownie. 4 stars. Really smooth. My dad had the ricotta pear cake. It had hazelnut sponge filled with ricotta and pear. And my dad, he said it was exquisite. He gave it a full 5 out of 5. And that wraps up our incredible 9 days food journey through France. From bouchons in Lyon to desserts in Nice, it's been flavors, stories, and surprise every single day. If you're enjoying this adventure, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. There's a lot more to come from the Delicious Quest, so stay hungry, and I'll see you on the next adventure.